views about all the latest Barcelona news, they have to listen to this, because in this I will just slowly talk about everything that happened in Barcelona in last 2 to 3 days. So the first thing and probably the biggest news was that Lionel Messi returned to the training. Now I'm very excited. I'm very happy for Leo. But we got to see both sides of the coin. The other side is he doesn't smile. Although I can understand that because he was not with his friends, he was training alone. But as he said in his interview that Bartomeu doesn't allowed him to leave the club for free. And he was very disappointed by that. But still he was showing his full commitment in his training. You can see that. And I was literally very super duper happy for him, because the way he dribbled the ball past those poles and in that ladder thing, and whatever he did was absolutely magical. It was just usual Messi, and we all know usual Messi is always magical. And he was training with Felipe Coutinho. They both were training alone because they need to catch up with the rest of the squad, and there have been reports that they will join the squad in a day or two. But what do I think is, it is absolutely a grace to see Lionel Messi back on the training field. We are seeing him after a long time. We last saw him nearly a month ago now, before the buy-in match, and now we are seeing him again and in that new Barcelona home kit, and it was absolutely magical. Now, other news that broke out was about Memphis Depay and Lautaro Martinez. Now, there have been reports that some people in the Barcelona board are lean towards both, but what I think is that Lautaro Martinez is not worth it. Inter are asking for more than 100 million for a player who has not established himself, who has been out of form in this whole season, and especially after the restart. He has just scored 1 or 2 goals for Inter, and he has given 1 or 2 assists, and that is not good for an out and out number 9. And I don't think that he is worth 111 million. But what I think is that Memphis Depay is a perfect player for Barcelona. Now, there are many reasons why I say that. Reason number one, he is cheaper, and that is probably the biggest reason in this economic crisis. Reason number two, he is well experienced. He knows how to do stuff. He knows how to play as a proper number 9. He has more experience in big games. Reason number 3, he has played under Ronald Koeman for the Netherlands national team, and he was good. He was very good under Ronald Koeman. And Ronald Koeman also prefers Memphis Depay, and the Lyon president and Rudy Garcia also prefer to let him go. But I think it can be a real snatch for us, real catch for us, if we can just sign him for 25 million euros. That would be absolutely brilliant. A grab, a total grab, because he will perform well. Now, the thing that I am very much concerned, and I'm sure Koeman would also be concerned, is that we have way too much attacking players. You see, actually, what I think is we don't need to bring any other attacking player. Although we need an out and out number 9, but I still think that we don't need to buy anything or anyone, because you see at our players, we have Felipe Coutinho, who has just returned, and he comes to the center where Messi is already sitting. We have Griezmann, who likes to come back where Messi is already sitting. We have Messi himself. We have Trincao. We have young Pedri, who is very talented, and people also refer him to as the next Iniesta. Trincao also is a very very good player. He has similar playing style that of Messi, not exactly the same, but he likes to cut back in and shoot a thunder strike with his left foot. And we also have Ansu Fati and Usman Dembele. Ansu Fati is an absolute beast. We just saw him against the game against Ukraine. He did magical things. That goal from him, that nutmeg from him, everything about his game were absolutely phenomenal. Now the same goes with Dembele, although we have not seen him play for so long because of his injuries, and I blame only the Barcelona medical staff for his condition. But I'm sure that this time round he will come back even stronger because he is looking absolutely thunderbolt, and I guess that we he can play very very well. Yeah, so we have 7 players for just 4 possible positions in the attacking lineup. Plus, we also have Luis Suarez, who is not gone yet. Although he has been linked with Inter, but we cannot consider him not as a Barcelona player until and unless he goes. So yeah, that is one thing. I don't know how Koeman will manage all this, but I'm pretty sure if he's calling Depay, he must have a plan for him. But we again come back to the same thing. Where will Antoine Griezmann play? Would he go back to the left wing again, where he was absolute shit? I guess not. Let's see what happens. Now, moving on to the next news is about El Pistolero, Luis Suarez. Now, the thing about Luis Suarez is that there have been reports that Juventus are really interested in signing him, and I'm pretty sure that they will sign him because they just let go Gonzalo Higuain. That player was not that good for them, but I guess Suarez can do wonders in Inter because Dybala would be there, and Dybala can give some crosses. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure about Ronaldo, but Dybala would be able to give crosses and assist to Luis Suarez. Plus, it would be a good attacking lineup, man. It would be Dybala, Suarez, and Ronaldo. It would be good, absolutely good. But there also have been some reports that Suarez is also linked with Atletico Madrid, and Diego Simeone called Suarez. But I don't believe this, and according to me, those reports are absolutely trash. They are rubbish. I don't believe that. Okay, so yeah, now moving on to the next topic. It's about a very hot topic recently. It is about Thiago Alcantara and Gini Wijnaldum. Now, the thing is that, and I'm very very sad to say this, but Wijnaldum might be coming, and Thiago has no chance. And I repeat, Thiago has no chance of coming back to Barca. And I completely don't understand this. Thiago has been one of the best players in the midfield for last 2 to 3 seasons. His vision is great. He's strong. He can make those recovery runs. He can get the ball very easily from others. He can give those long passes. He can give those short passes. He can create the gaps in the midfield. He can also search for gaps and give passes. Man, he's an absolute beast. You saw him against the game against Barca. He was magical. He bossed Busquets, Frankie de Jong. He absolutely bossed them. And I think that he's a much better player than Gini Wijnaldum. Although, no offense to Gini Wijnaldum, but Wijnaldum is a box-to-box midfielder. And I don't think we need a box-to-box midfielder. We don't need another Vidal, man. Why would we need another Vidal? We are letting go Vidal, but bringing in another Vidal type player. Now the problem with Gini Wijnaldum is he is not creative. Plus, he's 29. Plus, why would you buy a player for the same amount and you will leave Thiago Alcantara? Ah, absolute bullshit. I just don't understand this. Man, we absolutely need Thiago. We absolutely don't need Genie Wijnaldum. And I think we should do something about it. Now, the next thing is about Monchu, our young midfielder from Barcelona B. The thing about him is that he has been demoted to the Barcelona B team again, and I just don't understand this. We need a strong midfielder. Yeah, Monju is a strong midfielder. We need a midfielder who can be creative. Yeah, Monju is very creative. We need a midfielder who can absolutely boss the midfield. Monju does boss the midfield. Then why do we need to bring anyone else? Okay, if we can't get Thiago, no problem. But why sign Wijnaldum, a 30-year-old guy, for a 20 or 22 years old Monchu? And Monchu, I love his style of play. And I think that he can be the future captain of Barcelona only if we give him chances. And I also don't understand that why Ronald Koeman wants to sign Wijnaldum when he already has Monchu. Ronald Koeman always says that he would always prefer a 22-year-old over a 30-year-old, but he is not doing so. At least give my man a chance. Why to demote him to the B team? I'm astonished. I literally don't know what to say. Now the next thing is that Oriol Busquets has also been demoted to the B team, and I guess it's a right decision because Oriol Busquets, I guess, needs some work. Plus, he doesn't have enough spaces in the midfield. We already have Sergio Busquets, Frankie De Jong, Ricky Puig, and Pjanic is also coming in. Plus, we have Carles Elenia and Coutinho probably will also play in the midfield. Yeah, so that is the thing. So there is no place for Oriol Busquets. Now talking about B team players, there is another player who is going and might even is very close to going, and that is Jean-Claire Todibo. Now the thing about Todibo is that he's a good player. I've seen him sometimes at Schalke and also in Barca when he played that absolutely beautiful game against Inter Milan. He absolutely bossed Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez the whole game, and I was really impressed by him. But him going was already predefined, I guess, and it was coming. In December there were some talks that he's going. In the early June time there were talks that he might be going, and now it is nearly confirmed that he will be going. If he impresses Koeman, doesn't matter. If he impresses Barcelona players, doesn't matter because the board has already decided to sell him. And I think it's a right decision. If we can get 25 to 30 millions for Todibo, that would be good. That would be very good because we already have a lot of backup in the CB position. Okay, listen me out here. Just hear me out here. So the thing is, Koeman believes in PK, so PK would be starting, and Longley would absolutely be starting. Plus we have Araujo, plus Eric Garcia might be coming in. So we already have 4 CBs. So do you think we need another one? I guess not. We can manage one more season until a better board comes in who makes better decisions. So yeah, moving on to the next Barcelona B players. They are Musa Wage and Juan Miranda. So reports say that these both players are going out on a loan again. I really don't understand that why do we need to send Musa Wage out again when we don't have serious strength in the RB position. Semedo is a right back who I just don't feel that he's too good. I just don't have that confidence in him. He's able to go forward, he's able to dribble nicely, but he's not able to give crosses. He just gives the ball back. He's not a great defender. We saw that against Bayern Munich. Although he had to face both Coman and Alphonso Davies, but I still think that he would have done better. Now the next option is Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto is not a RB. Vidal made him a right back. He's not a right back. Man, he likes to cut inside, and that is not what right back does. So we absolutely need Musa Wage according to me, and it would be nice to see him play to give the young ones some chance. And he just came in last season or 1 or 2 seasons ago, and yeah, he can be good. Now the thing about Joan Miranda is that I have really not seen him play that much because he went out on a loan to Schalke, but Schalke never really gave him a chance. So his confidence level might also be low. So what I think should be done is that send him to a team who actually cares about him, who actually give him the play time, and there he can play and come back next season, and we'll see what happens then. You know. So yeah, that was all about Barcelona B. Now moving on to another great news, big news, is that the vote of no confidence have received nearly 7,500 votes in their favor. That means we need another 9,000 to get past the first stage. Now this is the first stage. If we cross this, we'll go to the second stage, and in the second stage, 2/3 of the socios who are the official Barcelona members, they will have to sign against Bartomeu, and if that happens, then Bartomeu will go out. But if that doesn't happen, we'll have to still resist him till March 2021. And I just don't understand that why that clown is still not resigning. He has done absolutely he can do to destroy this club, except for nothing left. He has done everything, so yeah, I think he should resign, but he won't do that as he's very stubborn, and one of the most stubborn mans I have ever seen, or persons I have ever known. So yeah, let's hope that we get those 9,000 votes and see what happens. So I guess it's time that we call this podcast off. It's already been 18 minutes or so, and I guess this is very much for our first podcast. So let me know what are the mistakes I made, what are the improvements I should make, and all the stuff you want to tell. Just comment it down below. And if you want to get even faster uploads of Barcelona news, then do follow my Instagram page that is given in the description box down below. And if you want more videos, then they will be coming. There is an English and Hindi news roundup video lined up for tomorrow, and hope for the best. I hope for the best. Like this video, comment, share, and please do subscribe to my channel to get the fastest videos you have ever seen. So yeah, goodbye, Visca el Barça.